Breakfast, all right, let's do it. Let's get unscrewed. It's Friday after all, and we do it with Jason Bryant from unscrewed.co.nz. Welcome back, Jason.
Thank you, Wammo.
Yes, just the two of us today. We can really nut out the issues, you know, just really concentrate on what's
Get the lowdown on everything. Give everybody the lowdown on absolutely everything.
on everything.
Yeah, everything that we know.
Including the big news for Unscrewed this week. Unscrewed has been making the news.
Yeah, in the Herald and also on Kiwi blog. Not for wine.
Not for wine, no.
No. But for restaurant reviews.
Because it does branch out the website occasionally and incorporate other things and reviews and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, we've got press releases, so I let kind of wineries and wine folk media put press releases on there.
Yeah.
Obviously moderated by me to make sure that they do fit within the parameters that I set. Restaurant reviews.
Not too different from some other news sites who just reprint press releases, I must say. But anyway.
Yeah, mine just states press release, and so
it goes masquerading as news elsewhere. But anyway.
Yeah, and so restaurant reviews, and obviously video and written wine reviews, and blog and wine news. And
so, in particular, this week for a restaurant review.
Yeah, and it's caused a bit of controversy due to the fact that it's about a restaurant that was only open 11 days before Metro named it in its top 50.
Oh, they've just come out with the list, haven't they?
They've come out with a list, and this restaurant in Auckland is in their top 50. Now, this establishment has got two other premises, one in Queenstown, one in Wanaka, and they've opened up in the Ferry Building down on Key Street, where Chin Chin used to be.
What's it called?
Botswana Butchery.
Great name for a...
It's a very masculine meat kind of meaty name, and they've got cleavers on as the door handles.
What do they serve? Elephant?
You kind of think so, or jaguar, something like that. But actually, it's
but hang on, only open 11 days.
Yeah, and
the tablecloths would have barely been put down.
Yeah, and the service that was received by the guy that wrote the review on my site, not me.
We're talking about David McGregor, who's been on this feature before.
Yeah, he's been on here, and also he's in America right now, so he's enjoying the sights of New York.
He hightailed it out of here.
He hightailed it. He must have known what was coming. But anyway, the piece was in the Herald and also Kiwi blog about how a restaurant could manage to get on in the top 50 after 11 days and not having seen a season out. It was a pretty prime location. And the service was really, really poor. David felt it was pretty expensive, and you didn't get much to it. Not much value in either service or food.
That it's a new restaurant, and
absolutely acknowledged. Yeah, but when you're charging premium prices, you've got to have premium service from the off.
True.
You've got to hit the ground running, right? And there's no time and place for sloppy service like that.
Maybe there's just there's a hard time finding decent service people.
Well. It calls into question everything. A, the validity of the top 50 restaurant list. And I like Simon Wilson. I've got a lot of time for him. I like a lot of his editorial stuff. I find him really engaging on the radio. Bloody blah.
Yeah.
I just kind of questioned that.
The placement.
The placement and a restaurant. You can't really judge a restaurant after it being open in 11 days.
But David did on your site.
Yeah, he did. he wrote a review because he was a paying customer.
Yeah.
He would never... I don't think he would include it initially in a list.
Okay.
Possibly in a list of worst service.
But restaurateurs, they don't take too kindly to people who give them bad reviews. So
no, they don't. My name is Mud, and it's been bandied about. And obviously, kind of, it's hit the right note, and there's... obviously no news or little news, so kind of my name was kind of in the Herald on the Kiwi blog and everything like that. So,
but you didn't write the review.
But I didn't write the review, and that's a tough thing. But it threw a lot of traffic our way.
You are Kim.com. You merely provided the service
exactly
for the bad stuff to happen.
But it did make me realise about traffic to websites and how much people look for opinion pieces on either purchases or trips or restaurants.
Yep.
And so, obviously, kind of a controversial article opinion piece, it's going to draw more traffic, right?
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be done just for that. But it showed me how many people are interested in food and restaurant reviews. And so it was a really good thing for that.
Much more important now, these online reviews, than the old school magazine or newspaper reviews, unless they go online.
Yeah, and that's it's a bit of a kind of double-edged sword, isn't it? Because as a magazine, kind of like your circulation is your capital, right? If you circulate, regardless of how much gets kind of put in the waste bin and stuff like that, if you circulate a lot, then your brand is valuable to advertisers. But as soon as you cross over to online, right, the analytics speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Right, there's no hiding.
No.
And but people pay less to go online than they do in print. Yeah. Even though you've probably got a more discerning audience when they're viewing online. All
right. Well, let's move on from that.
Yes. Now the wines.
Yeah. Getting unscrewed
with 2 wines, both from the same vineyard, both the same style, but from 2 different years. We got the 2009 and 2011 Clos St. William from Waipara. There we are.
It's really a very boutique label. It's very minimal. There's not a lot going on.
Exactly,
there.
And I really like it because it is very clean.
Yeah.
And it's only 5 hectares, so it's pretty small. And they do a Pinot Gris also.
Yeah.
And
whereabouts exactly?
40 minutes north of Christchurch.
In Waipara.
In the Waipara.
Yeah. Okay.
And the reason why it's Clos St. William is because Clos means kind of walled area, and also William was it's named after their son that died, and so Clos St. William.
Nice way to honour.
Yeah, it's a really nice kind of legacy for their son.
Yeah,
and so it's all hand harvested, and the guy that owns it, Kim, and his wife Fiona. I mean, it's a tough industry right now. And you've got 5 hectares to kind of make a living from. He's not actually. He's also got another job to supplement this. So this is a passion, and of his.
As all things start.
But obviously it does need at some stage to pay its way, right?
Yeah.
And so it's. I guess it's a testament to someone's courage and nerve.
So what are we going to try first here?
So we're doing the 09. Now I'd expect this to be have a bit more. 3 years from vintage.
Cheers.
I expect to see this as a completely different wine to what the 2011 was. Or is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we haven't unscrewed it yet.
Really nice on the nose.
It is quite aromatic. I almost get this kind of sandstone character on the nose, mixed with, I imagine, kind of a bit of crush, kind of sandy with citrus. If I had a big sandstone rock and I drizzled it with lemon, right?
That's
lemon and lime. That's what I'd expect.
Why you would, I don't know, but
why you would, I don't know, but this is what I'd expect.
The thing I love about Waipara Rieslings, for me, it's always going. There's always. Yeah, the quality is always going to be there. It's just really
okay.
Down the hatch. Yeah, really like that. What do you think?
So that's the 2009. I really like that. It's not shown as much age as I thought it would. It's still really youthful and zingy, with a bit of
really zappy.
Yeah, and it's got that really nice astringency to it as well.
Yeah.
I expected it to be a bit more developed than that. So 2011, which is...
To what, mellow a bit?
Yeah, probably mellow a bit. Maybe get a kind of hint of a kerosene character on the top.
Love my kerosene in my wine.
Yeah, some people do. It's quite polarising.
Yeah.
So this is 2011.
I like the smell of petrol. Does that count?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it there.
Especially in the morning.
So the one that we tasted was 12.5%. This one is 11%.
Different on the nose straight away. It's got that kind of...
This is a lot sweeter.
Yeah, and a little bit more floral on the nose.
Yeah, and you do get... I almost get a tangerine character on the nose. A sweet, ripe tangerine. mixed with a kind of kaffir lime leaf.
Quite different.
Very, very different.
Even more zingy and zappy.
I get quite a piercing acid goes through it, but it's got quite sweet fruit hanging on either side, and it's kind of an off-dry style.
It's kind of a mineral coming through.
I got more mineral on the 09 than I did on this.
Okay.
I get almost it's hard to describe, almost an oaty kind of character at the back. I'm getting now. Yeah.
That's probably good at this time of the day. Oats.
Oats, yeah.
Quite nice. Very different. I think the quality is high, but it's quite different to the other Waipara Rieslings that I'd be used to, say from Peg Bay or something like that.
Yeah, it is. I like it. I really
Which
like
is
the
good.
09.
You don't want everything to be the same from that region, right?
No, you don't. And this is a little expression from 5 hectares of where they are, right? And so it's about their ground.
I rate it. I like it.
You rate it?
So obviously not going to be too easy to get a hold of.
No, they've got a website.
Yeah.
So you can get it on the website, but this is kind of... I met with him.
What's the website?
Clos and William.
Okay.
Yeah. And just look up Clos and William Riesling, and you'll find the website.
And they're only doing Riesling?
And Pinot Gris as
Pinot
well.
Gris, right.
And there is another wine from memory, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Do you know, for me, I really like the 2009. The 2011 just needs to settle.
Yeah.
Settle pedal.
And by the sounds of it, you could also let 2009 keep going for a little
you
bit
can,
longer
yeah.
as
It's got
well.
enough sweetness and longevity there for the next kind of 5+ years. Yeah.
Good stuff. Really nice to see something quite different
Absolutely.
today.
And boutique.
Yeah, and boutique. Unscrewed.co.nz. You'll find this as a video once more as well, so you can see the label and what we were talking about. And our ugly mugs. Jason_Bryant on Twitter as well. See you next week.
Adios.
Paranoid Android.